Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're diving right into a seriously brilliant 10-step workshop flow. We're talking about combining LEGO Serious Play, or LSP for short, with artificial intelligence to tackle a massive headache, teaching cyber threats. If you've ever banged your head against the wall trying to make abstract digital systems actually tangible for people, well, you're absolutely going to love this. Let's get into it.
So here's our roadmap for this flow. First up, we're setting the foundation. Then, building the attack path. Next, evaluating with AI critique. And finally, creating the action plan.
Because honestly, here's the biggest challenge we face as facilitators. How on earth do you effectively teach the invisible? Things like cyber threats, attack paths, network controls, they're totally abstract, right? They just live out there in the digital ether. Getting people to not just understand them, but to actively manipulate and defend against them, that requires a completely different kind of tool set than your standard slide deck.
And that brings us to this cognitive pyramid. It perfectly illustrates our solution. It basically harmonizes the physical, tactile act of building with Lego bricks right alongside smart AI scaffolding. What it does is guide participants straight up Bloom's taxonomy, starting from simple remembering down at the base, all the way up to creating at the peak. It's literally hands-on cognition meeting intelligent feedback.
Section 1. Setting the foundation, the base of the pyramid.
Okay, so steps 1 through 3 form the critical base of our 120-minute workshop. This is where we hit the remember and understand levels of Bloom's. Step 1 is all about setting psychological safety, establishing that the meaning lives in the model, not the person. Then, step 2 is a mandatory skills builder. Participants literally warm up their hands by building a simple, secure door with one weakness, all in just 3 minutes. And step 3 anchors everyone's vocabulary with a quick literacy mini-brief. We sort glossary cards so everyone in the room is speaking the exact same language.
Now, this illustrates a core facilitation mechanic we introduce right out of the gate. It's called the Speaker Tool Protocol, and it is wonderfully simple but highly effective. Basically, you hold the Lego piece you're describing. You have 30 seconds max, and when you set that piece down, your turn is done. No exceptions. This enforces incredible discipline, ensures equal participation, and it drives shared sense-making without letting that one loud voice dominate the room. We all know that guy, right?
Moving on to Section 2, building the attack path. Apply and analyze.
Climbing up to levels 3 and 4 of the pyramid, in step 4, participants take that foundational knowledge and apply it. They individually map out a specific threat flow, say a phishing email that leads to ransomware. Then, jumping to step 6, they combine these individual paths into one shared system landscape. It creates this tense, interconnected physical network right on the table. Suddenly, everyone can literally see the relationships and the bottlenecks.
But wait, before they merge those models, Step 5 introduces something crucial: strict color coding. We're grounding these abstract security concepts in physical reality. So green bricks prevent the attack, yellow detect it, and blue respond to it. When you step back and look at that shared landscape, you can instantly read the entire defense posture just based on the spread of those colors. It's like a heat map, but made of Lego.
Section 3. Evaluating with AI critique. The turning point.
So now we hit level 5 of Bloom's taxonomy, the evaluate stage. In step 7, we run our first AI critique loop. Here, the AI steps in as a red team evaluator. Now, it's absolutely crucial to understand here the AI isn't building the model. It's not taking away human agency. Instead, it's stress testing the physical structures the participants literally just built on the table.
The participants actually feed this exact prompt into the AI. Act as a red teamer. Identify 2 likely bypasses and 1 detection gap that would still succeed. They describe their green, yellow, and blue setup to it. The AI then attacks, and this is where the physical and digital worlds collide so beautifully. When the AI finds weak spots, participants have to physically mark those exact failure points on their Lego landscape using bright red tiles. Suddenly, that invisible vulnerability, it's a glaring red flag right in front of their faces.
Step 8 kicks off a second AI loop. This time around, the AI acts as a scenario stress tester, throwing totally new constraints at the system. It predicts new attack paths and generates a specific if-then test. The participants take this new curveball and flag the test point on their board with an orange brick. This forces them to adjust exactly one control to mitigate the new scenario.
Finally, Section 4. Creating the action plan, the peak of the pyramid.
We've reached the peak of the pyramid, creation. In step 9, the AI's role shifts dramatically. It goes from being this ruthless attacker to a supportive implementation coach. Participants ask the AI to take the strongest control they identified on their board and help them build a micro-prototype. They're asking for name 2 friction points, give 1 low-lift mitigation, and provide a 4-step day 1 to 2 checklist.
But of course, we don't just let those AI outputs sit there as abstract text on a screen. No way. To ensure this action plan is truly internalized, participants translate the AI's coaching right back into physical bricks. White tiles are snapped onto the board to represent preparation tasks. A green clip is attached to show the task owner. And an arrow piece? That's positioned to show the very first visible change that's going to happen in the real world.
Think about what just happened here. This physical mapping naturally creates a 7-day micromove timeline. We just turned a 120-minute abstract workshop into a totally actionable low-lift execution plan that a team can start on the minute they walk out the door. Day 1 is owned with the green clip, day 2 is prepped with the white tiles, and by day 7, that arrow piece points to actual real-world execution. It's a real game changer.
So here's the absolute crucial takeaway. This exact chronological flow purposefully ladders up from simple memory recall down at the base of Bloom's taxonomy all the way to intelligent AI-assisted action at the peak. By keeping human hands on the Lego bricks and using AI purely as a scaffolding and coaching layer, we completely maintain human agency while rapidly accelerating their understanding.
Step 10 wraps up the workshop with the decisional reflection. And honestly, it's the exact question I want to leave you with today. After looking at how we can map invisible threats and build tangible defenses, what's one concrete action we commit to in the next 7 days, and who owns day 1? The tools are on the table. Now it's your turn to build.